Hello, boys and girls. My name is Mike Kelly from AnimatorSforum.com, as well as Real Illusion Forum. I made a couple changes in my DAZ routine. It's going to get evolving all the time, but these are a couple significant things, so I thought I would put out a little video explaining them. So I'm going to refer everybody back to the first video if you want to know what we're talking about. I'm going to assume that if you haven't seen that video, you got to go back and watch it. Otherwise, don't watch this one. So I'm assuming you know what I'm talking about. This is the Python routine that'll take DAZ stuff and put it in iClone. Okay, so one of the things that I forgot, well, I knew it a little bit, it was in the back of my mind, but it's the problem with DAZ is the way DAZ is set up, the DAZ textures for roughness or glossiness need to be inverted. The specular and glossiness for roughness maps. And so this is a thing done, let's see, when was this done? This is on the forum itself. Back somewhere last year, it says last year. I don't know when it was, a long time ago. Grace wrote this. I'm not even sure when last year it was. It was a while back. I can't. There's no way to tell. Last year sometime. They were talking about bringing stuff in through 3D Exchange, through their automatic routines, and talking about how they handled this problem. And what they did, and they still do this through Character Creator 3, is they invert these glossiness, roughness maps. They invert them, and then they decrease the brightness. Okay, and the reason they show you that if they don't do that, see how shiny they are, and then that. So they have to do that. So we need to do that as well if we want to get the perfect, I don't know, we want it to look good, I guess. And so... the way to do that is to invoke some routines that will allow us to do that, and those routines are in Python in what's called the pillow library, PIL for short. I have another video out there if you're not familiar with external libraries, but so I will point you to that in the comments below if you want to look on that. It tells you how to install third-party libraries. If you don't install the pillow library, you'll see here in this version, this is version 0.6, if you don't install the pillow library, it's just going to ignore it. It'll tell you that it isn't installed, and then the things that it does to correctly invert the image and adjust the brightness won't be done. It'll just work as it worked earlier this morning when I first put this up. So if you want it right, you need to install the pillow library. The pillow library can be installed in under 5 minutes. Took me under 5 minutes. Again, I refer you to that first video. If you have a problem, let me know in the comments and I could walk you through. But it's really, really simple. You just install it, and the name of the library is PILLOW, pillow. So that's how you install it. Okay. Once it's installed in your system, then these routines to invert the image and lower the brightness will work correctly. Okay, so that's kind of important. The other thing that I changed was this, and I had this happen as a problem. If you save an object out, OBJ, from DAZ, and it has spaces in the name, the MTL library, the material library that we read, will put underscores within there. So here we have kerosene lamp. When we save this as an object, it'll be kerosene lamp, but the MTL library will be kerosene underscore lamp. So I had to account for that. And so if you're in iClone, if we go to apply this particular item to iClone, we go in here, and it comes in, and you'll see it comes in without the underscore, but the material library has the underscore. So now it correctly handles that. Now, you could also edit this, and this is important sometimes when you bring in like this temp avatar. If I took this out to edit this in 3D Exchange and brought it back in, it would come in as temp avatar. If I haven't gotten the right materials in something, I could rename this to the right name for it, and now it will find that material library. So sometimes if it comes up and says it can't find the material library, that's the problem. Okay, but anyway, so that's hidden. So I'm going to show you how this works. So if we go to the console again, we have this the one selected, and we go to the script, load Python, and we're going to just do this one. And it takes a tiny bit of time. It doesn't take very much time because there's not much to it. And if we go to modify and we look at the maps here, you'll see that the roughness map is very dark. If do I have that? I'm going to see if I've got the other roughness maps. Yes, I do. Here's the roughness map as it normally exists. You can see how much brighter it is there. And here, whoops, I didn't want to really do that, but okay. I got dual monitors, so it makes it a little complicated. So here's this roughness map. Let's do this. Let's go into adjust color. So there's that roughness map there, and then there's how it looks. So this is actually inverted. If you bring this in and invert it, and then lower it by 18%, you'll end up with this dark map, which is exactly what we want, because now we get the right roughness, and you can see that it looks really good here. I mean, that dimple on the metal just looks right. So that's what those pillow routines will do, and then that'll also handle the underscores. So there's 2 more things that you probably want to download and do, and let me know about it in the comments. We're going to keep working on this. I'm going to be taking a couple of days, 2 or 3 days off, and work on this on Mondays, but I'll give me your comments still, because I'll take all of those and still be able to use those as I continue to improve it. So we'll talk to you soon.